Good morning, America. My name is Wilbert Joseph, News 19, a man who saved three children's life from a car accident. The guy, he's a hero. He saved three children's life. Unfortunately, the mom passed away. This is a sad story.
But her three children were pulled from the burning car while mourning the loss of their mother. Fox 4's Davison Tendry has that story.
And I was like, here's the mom.
Sean James of Rockwall County is the last person to speak with 31-year-old Sasha McNack of Oklahoma City, who was killed in a fiery crash when her vehicle drove off the Kansas Turnpike and hit a tree last month. He remembers her last words.
Can you help me? I'm trapped in here and the car's on fire. And I said, I don't think the car's on fire. I think it's the smoke from the airbags. And she said, no, the car's on fire. I can see the flames. And she pointed to them, and I looked, and you could see them coming out of the hood. So I told her, I said, I got to get the kids out.
3 of McNack's children were injured in the crash. McNack was stuck under the steering wheel, so James pulled the kids out of the car and carried them to safety.
They're alive because of what he did.
But within minutes, when it came time to help McNack,
the flames were just so bad that I couldn't get to her.
James, who was treated for smoke inhalation, says once first responders arrived, it took 2 hours to get the fire under control.
They put 1,000 gallons of water and foam on the car, and it didn't even slow the fire down. It's a failure if you don't get mom, right? Is the way I looked at it. But just wasn't possible.
But James, who served overseas as a Navy medic, saved the lives of 3 children. According to family members, 6-year-old Maddie is now paralyzed and still receiving treatment. But James was recently able to visit with 3-year-old Joey and 9-year-old Alex. That's when James says Alex told him about a dream he had moments before the crash.
Yeah, the oldest boy told me when I saw him the other day that when he was taking a nap, that God told him they were going to be in a wreck, but he was going to be okay.
The day of the accident, James was driving to South Dakota for work. He says he was driving near McNack's vehicle for about 200 miles of the trip. He noticed the kids in the back seats.
I saw that she was swerving and had lost control of the car and went off the road and hit a tree. We're believers, and I know that this was his plan, but it's still...
It's hard.
It's hard for us to rationalize sometimes.
James was honored this week by the city of Fate, his hometown, for his heroic effort.
Well, I know what would happen if I wasn't there. It would have been bad for those kids.
The husband and father of 3 kids says this tragedy forever changed him.
It made me much more appreciative for my family.
But he hopes relatives of McNack's children will continue to allow him to be a part of their family through grief and accomplishments.
Yeah, high school graduation would be big.
Future accomplishments, which likely would...
Thank you for watching News 19. Wilbert Joseph.